Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Rory with Rory in the Jungle, and today we're talking a little bit of AFC West, and my guest is my good friend Austin Bartles. He is a Denver fan, and he is going to be my AFC guy co-host in general. Jordan's going to be my NFC guy, this is my AFC guy, because like I said, I don't know everything about the NFL. I have a general knowledge. My friend over here is going to cover one half, my other friend's going to cover the other half, and we're all going to meet in the middle. So, Austin, can you introduce yourself and how you became a Denver fan?
Well, hi, I'm Austin. So I became a Denver fan growing up because I grew up in the Midwest, and so where I grew up in Iowa, it's Minnesota, Kansas City, Chicago Bears, or Denver. And so my uncle, he was a huge Denver fan, and so I got sucked into that and watching their back-to-back Super Bowls as a kid. I got hooked. I just became a big fan.
Well, I feel like that's how a lot of fans happen. You know, they tend to pick up their family's fanhoods.
Yeah.
For me, I came from Guam, but my family didn't watch football at all. And I pretty much went to Arkansas where football is God.
Yeah.
So, because that's literally the only thing there besides some mountains and some creeks. So, I mean, for me, football is God, but we don't have a pro team in Arkansas. That's how I became a Bengals fan. So it just kind of happened that way for me. But like most fans in general, they just tend to, piggyback off their families because that's what's on TV. So that's what you grow to love. So speaking of Denver, dude, how do you think they did against the Steelers?
They, for Drew Lock getting hurt and having somebody like Jeff Driscoll come in and play the way that he did, could you ask for much more?
You really couldn't. Jeff was on our roster for, I think, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. And
we knew that he had potential. It's just he was stuck behind fucking Andy Dalton. Mm-hmm. So, I don't think he really got a fair shot in Cincinnati, and I believe he was at the 49ers also, and then at the Lions. So they already had their quarterback. So I think now that it's going to prove that Jeff Driscoll can be a viable quarterback in the league, because you saw him doing it. The Steelers defense is no joke.
Yeah. They're definitely good, but I'm really excited to see Drew Lock get back.
Oh man! So, like I said, dude, I think Drew Lock is a Gucci Dak Prescott in the making. Dak Prescott's good.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's good, but I think if you put Dak Prescott rookie year in Denver right now, he's not the Dak Prescott we know now.
Right.
The Dak Prescott we know right now was groomed behind one of the best built teams in the NFL. If you put Drew Lock there, I watched both of them in college. I'm an Arkansas fan, Mississippi State, Missouri. I watched them both play, and they both flashed. I'm a huge Drew Lock fan. Whenever you guys picked him up in the second round, I told my mom, who's also a Denver fan, you guys know this from my videos if you watched it, huge Denver fan, I told my mom, you gotta steal in the second.
Yeah.
Because he can Herbert, Mahomes, Lock. Yeah. That's the AFC for the next fucking 10, 12 years. I don't love Drew Carr. Derek Carr.
No.
Derek Carr.
God.
I don't love him. I think he holds back that Raiders team. We're gonna talk about the Raiders in a second, but let's stay on Denver. So, dude, you're rookies, and your second-year players I think they're amazing.
Yeah, and they're only going to get better, especially we talked about this at work. Jerry Judy. He's going to be just to watch him play the first 2 weeks. He was just such a natural
twitch.
He has no issue picking it up and just rolling with it. Running his routes, he had so much confidence. He just went with it, and he did great.
Like I said, we talked about this earlier. CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Judy they're both number one wide receivers for me.
Definitely.
I couldn't choose. It's literally 1A and 1A. I couldn't be, because either one of them you're gonna get a great player.
Yeah.
And like I told you, it's just an attitude thing. I think Denver has number one Courtland Sutton right now, and Judy is think he has more talent than Sutton, but I think Sutton has that dog.
Yeah.
Judy is a more reserved, swaggy guy who's going to be a great, fantastic number 2. But and he's gonna be a number 1, number 2, like just personality wise. And dude, KJ, did you see KJ Hammer throw DJ Hayden?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, KJ Hammer's he's strong as shit, man. He was coming up off of I think he was throwing a block or he was running a route or something. It was within 5 yards, and like KJ just runs into Hayden and just plows him into the ground. Like literally, Hayden just gets up and is like, damn! It was amazing. It was amazing. But your defense. Let's talk defense, because how do you feel about that?
So Denver's rush defense is pretty good. You know, the only thing I'm really worried about when it comes to Denver's defense is the secondary.
Yeah.
We've always been known to have a pretty good secondary over the recent years.
Yeah, no fly zone, dude.
Yeah, I mean, but ever since we won the Super Bowl, I think it was 50 with Peyton Manning, our defense has just declined.
I think it's the money thing, dude.
Yeah,
I think it's the money.
it very well could be, but it just our secondary hasn't ever since we got rid of DJ Ward, Keith Talib. I mean, it just
that TJ Ward was a huge loss.
He was a really big loss, but I mean, I was kind of surprised that they.
I think is his name Justin Simmons is your savior now?
Yeah.
Justin Simmons, he's good, but for some reason TJ Ward had that. I think it showed in the Super Bowl. Like he was there, he was making plays, he was all around the field. I think that Denver built such a good team that priced themselves out of keeping a lot of them, especially paying Von Miller as much as they did. Like, Von's a Hall of Famer. I get it.
Yeah.
Pay your players. But like I told Gordon, I'm a very franchise-oriented mind. I want to win multiple Super Bowls, and I want you to be here for multiple Super Bowls. Exactly. I'm a hard cap league, and I get you can manipulate the cap, but it's paying everyone makes it that much harder. Because like I said, I would rather feed a family than feed a star player, a star child. You know what I'm saying?
That's why New England Patriots have been so good for so long.
Exactly. And Tom Brady took pay cuts, dude.
Exactly.
I mean, I know people say, "Well, it's Tom Brady, like Bill Belichick, like dude," but it doesn't matter. Like you can build a team.
Yeah. Exactly what they did. No matter who they picked up that was on the free agency, it was.
They all fell in line.
Yeah.
They all fell in line because they all wanted to win Super Bowls. But yeah, I'm very hopeful for Denver's future. And is there anything else you want to say on it?
And they're just, they're just a young secondary. So, when you lose your good guys, Chris Harris Jr., those guys that were once, top of the line, and I still think Chris Harris Jr. is still really, really good. Back for sure. When you have such a young team, you got a lot of work to do. So,
Yeah, find that continuity.
For sure.
Also, I'm an Arkansas homer. You guys picking up Talbot and Hakeem from last year? Like, because people didn't have him that high in the draft. The Denver saw what I saw in him, which is, dude, he was the defense in Arkansas. I mean, granted, the defense wasn't great because it was literally just Talbot and Hakeem.
Yeah.
But he flashed in the SEC against great offensive lines. And I'm really glad that he was taken in the third round because I feel like he was going to drop in the fifth. And I was just like, man, hope my man was taken.
Yeah.
But I think you guys are still there. You guys have a great future ahead of you. I don't think this is your year.
No.
Especially with Drew going down. I think Drew's going to be a decent backup. He's going to show that he's a great number 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's for Denver. Like, I think you guys, honestly, I think you guys don't beat Tampa Bay, but I think you guys show up, right?
Sure.
I think that's what you can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it for Denver for the AFC West. Let's head over to the Chargers. So Austin, I think that one rookie really showed out on Sunday, and that is none other than Justin Herbert.
Definitely.
Bro, like, he definitely showed his stuff. I still think that he was the third best quarterback in the draft. I think 2 is whenever he actually gets the time to shine, he's going to show what he can do. And clearly, I love Joe Burrow. But Justin Herbert, I think this quarterback class is stacked, man.
Yeah.
I think also Jordan Love, I think that whenever he's developed, he's going to be a great quarterback for Green Bay, too.
Sure.
But back to the Chargers, how do you think that they played against Kansas City?
I think they played pretty damn good.
Bro, like, they stuffed Mahomes for 4 quarters, man.
Yeah. Their defense has definitely gotten better. As far as all around, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You stop Mahomes like that that many times. I mean, you're saying something. You know. I didn't expect this year from the Chargers.
Yeah, dude. I didn't see it either. I saw I think the Chargers have a good shot at winning I think 8 or 9 games this year, just based off the defense and if Justin Herbert can grow, because I'm not gonna lie, I saw the talent in Oregon, but I didn't see this quarterback.
Yeah, no.
And I think that maybe Oregon held him back, because I think they might have just had him thrown to spots. They might have not allowed him to be who he is. And because from a talent and just overall attribute standpoint, this guy is fucking perfect. He has everything you would want in a quarterback. He has the arm, he is athletic, he has the size, the height, and the fucking looks to carry a brand, dude.
Yeah.
He's a pretty fuck.
Yeah. Right?
No. But dude, he has everything, dude. I think he fits very well in LA, dude.
You know, and the sad thing about this is if that, doctor would have done that to Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known.
And we probably wouldn't have. I don't know, but I'm surprised that he's doing so well and how they still started Tyrod Taylor over him.
Yeah.
I understand he's a first-year quarterback, but maybe he just wasn't doing it in practice on the scout team.
To me, maybe they still think he needs to develop more.
Sure.
Because Pat Mahomes sat behind a lesser quarterback in Alex Smith for a whole year.
Yeah.
Granted, they were already a playoff team.
Correct.
But with Alex Smith, but maybe that's a smart thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not throwing your Joe Burrow behind the worst offensive line in the league, Cincinnati. Maybe that's not the smartest thing to do. Maybe build something. Jesus. But back to the Chargers, dude. They have 2 good backs. I like Austin Eckler a lot, and I like Kelly, and I like that they're not abusing them too much.
No, exactly.
Wide receivers, I don't love the wide receivers, honestly. Keenan Allen got shut down to William Jackson up there.
Yeah, he did actually pretty good last week. He got 16 or 17 points in my fantasy.
Yeah.
So, he did pretty good. Now, the week before that, no, he was trash. But Keenan Allen, man, he's so good, but he's just not showing up.
Yeah.
And it's constant, year after year. It's just, I don't know what it is. This guy is so talented, he's so damn good, but he'll have 3 or 4 really good games, but then the rest of the year, it's who's this guy?
Remember that dog thing we were talking about, dude?
Yeah,
That undeniable number 1?
Of course.
I saw in Julio, and I see in CeeDee Lamb, and I see in, Michael Thomas. It's that dog, dude.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, AJ, I love AJ Green. AJ Green is my second favorite Bengal of all time behind Chad Ochocinco. Chad Ochocinco had that dog in him.
He was definitely that dog.
AJ Green is an amazing wide receiver. But I feel in the big moments, when you need that spark, when you need that playmaker Irvin from the Cowboys, dude, that playmaker, that fucking put that team on my back.
Yeah.
They don't have that in Keenan.
No, they don't.
I don't think they have that at all. Mike Williams is a great number 2. Keenan has a talent to be number 1, but I don't think he has a personality. My only thing with the Chargers offense, what is their personality? What is their identity?
Right.
But defense, I know they're all about it.
It surprised me. It really did. I'm not, they got good talent, there's no question. But it's just the way that they're playing this year, it's just, it's more than expected.
Yeah.
I've especially against the Kansas City offense, with the weapons that they have.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
I think a lot of that is that the Chargers are playing that old Seahawks cover 3 soft shell over the top, and I think that's limiting that's limiting Mahomes like a lot, dude. Because they're used to bombing it downfield, and what happens when you don't have that bomb downfield, he's having to check it down a lot, and that's just not what Mahomes does. He doesn't check it down. Pretty much. I mean, I haven't listened to it ever.
No, not too long.
No. I mean, maybe he has a back flood out to the left or right.
Right.
Or maybe a sneak out to the middle, but not a lot. You don't see a whole lot of checkdowns in the Kansas City offense. I think that they're not used to that. And, like, they always have a hard time against Chargers in that cover 3.
Yeah, they do. They do. And most of the time, Mahomes will run it.
Yeah.
If he instead of check down, because he can.
He can, yeah.
So, and also, part of that Charger secondary, Chris Harris Jr.
Yep. Well, dude, the coverage. Well, not only that, they have Hayward and
Desmond King.
Desmond King's a good cornerback too, man. Out of Iowa.
God.
Yeah, they have, dude. That's why I was so impressed that Joe Burrow did what he did against them.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Joe Burrow in his first 2 games was tested, and sorry, from the Bengals. Sorry, I'm going to.
It is what it is,
But it was they have a good fucking defense.
Yes, they do.
And I think the Chargers know that they can get after you with their front 4 too. Bosa, Ingram off the sides, and then Linval Joseph pushing up the middle, man.
They're definitely going to be a thorn in the side.
I think they're yes.
They're going to be a thorn in the side.
Chargers, I think that they're 8 or 9 this year. Maybe look at the playoffs.
Yeah.
Could be, depending, but I like where they're headed. Definitely. The AFC West is the way to go.
It's, they're the AFC West, I'd say by, next year, they're going to be a force to reckon with. I really think so. And it's not going to be all about, who else in the NFC is so well, because as you can see here, Oakland and New Orleans, I didn't really think Oakland was going to play that good. Yeah. But they got the talent, of course.
All right. Well, so I think that covers the Chargers. So let's move on to the Raiders. Shut off the start fast.